The Zervani Dominion prided itself on never losing a battle in 500 years of conquest. When a new human outpost popped up inside their claimed sector, they didn't even consider negotiation. Humans were a nuisance, brash, reckless, and far too stubborn for their own good. So they sent the Reaper Squad. 12 Zervani commandos, each genetically bred and cybernetically enhanced for deep strike missions. They had taken down insurgent cells, executed planetary leaders in their sleep, and once cracked a subterranean bunker protected by a nanovirus shield. No one survived an encounter with the Reapers. Their dropship glided silently through the atmosphere of Epsilon 7, a barren world humans had somehow started terraforming. The squad leader, Vreln, checked the briefing again. The outpost was run by a skeleton crew, no more than 10 humans, easy targets. But intelligence reports mentioned only one name worth noting, Cooper Hayes, former Terran Marine Corps, Special Tactics. Just a single ex-soldier, sneered Krail, the Reaper's sniper, his voice distorted through his rebreather. Vreln shrugged his 4 armored shoulders. 1 or 10, it makes no difference. They landed on the outskirts of the settlement. A low metal building, half-finished crops, and a few battered rovers surrounded by harsh wind and starlight. Heat signatures showed the other humans huddled in the mess hall, oblivious. Only one signal moved near the supply depot, slow, casual, unarmed. Vreln made a slicing motion. We take him first. The rest won't even have time to scream. The Reapers spread out almost invisible in their active camo armor. Vreln approached the lone human from behind. The man was leaning on a rusted crate, dusty boots crossed, holding a can of cheap Terran beer. He looked up lazily, blue eyes squinting against the desert wind. Cooper Hayes, Vreln said, his translator spitting out the guttural syllables. Any last words? Cooper arched an eyebrow. A smile tugged at his lips. He glanced at his beer, then at the squad now uncloaking around him, 12 unstoppable killers. He raised his can slightly, almost like a toast. Yeah. Hold my beer? Then he dropped it. The moment the can hit the ground, chaos erupted. Hayes lunged forward faster than any Dominion file suggested a human could move. His shoulder smashed into Vreln's chest plate, sending the squad leader sprawling. A flashbang rolled from Hayes' belt, detonating with a blinding pulse that shorted out half their visor feeds. When vision cleared, Hayes was gone. Krail barely had time to sight him before a combat knife sank into the soft joint under his chin. A second later, Hayes ripped the sniper's plasma rifle free and fired 3 pinpoint shots. One Reaper dropped, then another, then a third as they tried to regroup. He moved like liquid violence, rolling, sprinting, disappearing behind cargo crates and popping up in places their AI targeting couldn't predict. Vreln barked orders over the comms, but the channel crackled with static. Their jammers were offline. Hayes had slipped an EMP puck onto their dropship before they'd even landed. 2 Reapers tried to circle him with heavy plasma cutters. Hayes flung a drone from his belt. It zipped past them, deploying a cloud of microshrapnel that shredded their exosuits from within. Vreln could hear them choking over the squad net. He's just one man, shrieked Rill, the demolition expert. Yeah? Hayes' voice echoed through the darkness. You should have brought more. One by one, the shadows flickered with muzzle flashes, energy beams, and dying screams. The elite squad's legendary discipline crumbled under the raw, terrifying fact that the Terran standing against them wasn't fighting like a soldier, he was fighting like a hunter. Like the ghosts the Dominion used to scare colonies into submission. He knew the terrain, he knew their gear, and worst of all, he was enjoying himself. In less than 15 minutes, 11 Reapers lay broken on the sand. Vreln, bleeding from a gash across his upper limb, stumbled backwards. He activated his beacon, one last desperate signal to the command ship in orbit. They had to know. They had to see what they were up against. Hayes emerged from the shadows, dusted in blood and grit, picking up his dropped beer can from the dirt. He cracked it open, foam fizzing out. You Dominion boys really need to learn about Terran hospitality, he drawled. He raised the cannon mock salute. Next time, bring an army. Then he turned and walked back toward the outpost, whistling under the alien stars as the transmission beamed back to the Dominion fleet, 1 human, 1 beer, and 12 of their finest lying dead in the dust. Humanity F***, yeah, **.